You know, this is where you gave me an aspirin when I first came. Feels like so long ago.
It won't be a bad journey. On the other side, there won't be any kubiak or cattle prods or branding irons. Hopefully you'll get sent to a rural farm collective. Not an easy life, but you can start a new family there and serve your nation in the true spirit of communism, through labor and devotion.
I've had my life. I'll pass on the rest.
You know, I respect you. You're the only man who's come through here and hasn't talked. You've told us where the actress was, we would have killed you right away.
Are you going to hook me up to that machine? You know, it's no mystery. The actress just defected. She got on an airplane and flew away.
Sun Moon's missing. Nothing. Nothing at all.
Sun Moon is missing. What? Detain all citizens. Confirm their IDs. Cam, we need to canvass the grounds. Get someone to sweep all abandoned aircraft. And dredge this pond. No one's going anywhere. We must assume that Commander God had a hand in this.
Commander God? Him?
He was friends with the Americans. Now the Americans are gone. And Sun Moon's gone.
Is this true? Out with the truth.
Now you know something about me. I've given you a piece of meat, but I know who I am, and now I know who you are too.
What are you talking about? Tell me what Sun Moon is.
I've taken the ultimate from you. I've pulled the thread that's going to unravel you.
You must speak the truth to me, son. Did you do something to her?
I've given you the scar that's on my heart. I'll never see Sun Moon again, and neither will you. From now on, we'll be like brothers that way.
Are you?
Are you going to do it?
I want to know who I was. You know, they're telling your story on the loudspeakers.
Why?
I don't know. But since you're not going to be repenting in the soccer stadium tomorrow, I bet they're going to have to write a new ending to it.
An ending to it. To my story. My story's already had 10 endings. For some reason, none of them are the real endings. Orphans, commanders, family, I've outlasted them all. I wonder when it's time for me to have a real ending.
This isn't the end of you. It's a new beginning. You haven't outlasted all of your friends. We're friends, aren't we?
I know why I'm in this blue chair. What about you?
This used to be a place where meaningful work was done. Here, a citizen was separated from his story. That was my job. Of the two, it was always the story that was kept and the person was disposed of. I was okay with that. And this way, many deviants and counter-revolutionaries were discovered. True, sometimes the innocent suffered for the guilty, but there was no other way to discover the truth, and unfortunately, once a person has a story taken, it can't be given back. But now...
Yes?
Now the person is lost along with his life. Both die. Tell me again how intimacy works.
The time has come for me to be intimate with you. There are many things that the dear leader knows about me. When we're safe on a plane, I'll tell you my story. If that's what you want. Tonight, I'm going to tell you the things that he doesn't know. The leader doesn't know that I reach for my sister at night, not finding her every time. Wakes me. I would never tell him that the music is still stuck in my head. The dear leader knows my basic story, the facts of it. He doesn't know that when he first heard me singing, it was to my mother stuck in another train car, a song to keep her from despairing. It was a long journey, the train moving so slowly that crows landed on the roof of the boxcar, where they paced back and forth between the vent holes to stare at us like we were crickets they couldn't get to. My mother was in another boxcar. Talking wasn't allowed, but singing was. I would sing every wrong to let her know that I was okay. She would return the song to let me know that she was still with me. Our train pulled onto a side track to let another pass. It turned out to be the dear leader's bulletproof train, which stopped so the two conductors could discuss the train ahead. Rumors spread through the boxcars where their people would be singled out, so I sang loud as I could, hoping my mother might hear me above the sounds of anguish. Did I hear a songbird? The dear leader asked me. Tell me who among us is such a forlorn bird, but no one spoke. Who has taken our national melody and adorned it with such emotion? What person can so distill the human heart and pour it into a vessel of patriotic zeal? Please, someone finish the song. How can it exist without knowing an ending? From my knees, I began to sing. The dear leader closed his eyes and smiled. I don't know which was worse, to displease him or to please him. All I knew was Mother would not survive without me. When I was finished, I was taken to his personal train car, where the windows were so thick that the light through them was green and warped. Here he asked me to recite lines from a story he had typed out. How could he fail to smell the urine on me or the stench of hunger that creeps up your throat and infects your breath? I spoke the words, though they had no meaning for me in the state. I could hardly finish a sentence without succumbing. Then the dear leader called out, "Bravo," and showered me with applause. "Tell me," he said, "tell me, will you memorize my lines? Say you will accept the role." Here the dear leader gestured large, as if we were now in a theater. The train beneath me started moving. "Please," I called out. It was almost a scream. "My mother must be safe." The dear leader assured me that she would reach safety. I told him I didn't know what had come over me. "Safe forever," I said. His smile was that of a new appreciation. "Safe forever," he agreed. I saw that he responded to conditions. He spoke the language of rules, and I agreed to perform his story. The dear leader told me he knew I'd agree. He had a feeling. Then he told me he'd cancel the other